Assassin Creed Mirage's creative director, Stéphane Boudon, said the latest installment in the franchise would go back to the older versions of the games regarding the substance. Fans can expect a story and setting that is not dissimilar to RTE's story rather than that of Ivor, which, according to many sources, is what fans are hoping to see. Personally, I cannot wait to go back to the old-school style of play, which made me feel like a real assassin in the medieval time period, rather than a Viking or a gladiator. I'm not saying those games were bad, but they were vastly different from what the original Assassin's Creed stood for. And arguably, that's a good thing. Both of the games were fantastic in their own right. However, after having 3 installments of similar games, I'm ready to switch it up a little again. The last 3 entries in the Assassin's Creed franchise, namely Origins, Odyssey and Valhalla, followed an RPG-style gameplay and storytelling more than its predecessors. This time development is led by Ubisoft Bordeaux, and it has collected various inputs when it comes to creating the latest Assassin's Creed adventure. When it comes to gameplay, Ubisoft has heard the mounting criticism from fans. While the last 3 games were well received, many fans, like me, wished for the series' original style of gameplay. The developer appears to have taken this input into consideration and says that Assassin's Creed Mirage's gameplay will return to the fundamentals of parkour, assassinations, and stealth. The story itself will be a lot more scaled back as well, making the experience more akin to the earliest games. This time, players will be following Basim ibn Ishaq, a street thief in 9th century Baghdad. The game is said to be standalone when it comes to its story, so players won't have to know what happened previously in the franchise. Of course, as expected, there will be new mechanics to discover, and players won't have to contend with going back to basics completely. Ubisoft Bordeaux has reworked the stealth tools, adding new upgrades to such well-known aids as throwing knives or smoke bombs, in the hope that all players will be able to find the style of play they prefer. Assassin's Creed Mirage is one of 6 upcoming games that have been announced by Ubisoft within the Assassin's Creed series, which are a lot of Assassin's Creed games. Why not make all of them into 1 or 2 of them? Don't spread yourself too thin, Ubisoft. Consider that advice to be free. The next 2 games are called Red and Hex, and Red will supposedly arrive alongside the brand new Assassin's Creed Infinity, a platform that is said to aid in linking all games into one continuous plot. The Assassin's Creed franchise has been called boring lots of times for retreading its typical themes without being able to innovate the experience enough to keep it new across multiple settings. While Ubisoft had ambitious goals when it came to reshaping the Assassin's Creed titles into RPGs, the results were far from ideal. Though, credit where credit is due, they did try to innovate, and they did so relatively successfully. I had a great time playing the latest 3 installments. However, even I must admit that I never finished all 3 of the games because it just felt dragged on in the end. As a result, it makes sense for the firm to try something new. Or old, I guess? Though, given how many gamers have expressed a desire to return to the Assassin's Creed roots, it might be the right decision. I just hope this new release will give me that nostalgic feeling I so crave. Climbing that tower for the first time, looking down, exploring the city, hearing that eagle behind me, and then jumping, head first, into a hay bale down below. Missing terribly and breaking my neck. Then being forced to see the anime screen, liking and subscribing this video, and leaving a comment down below on how this intro was totally unwarranted. Alright, that said, thanks for watching, I'm out. Toodly-doo!